everybody, what's up? We trying something different today. It's summertime in Fort Lauderdale. I'm here with my cousin, Dr. Melissa Williams. She's a dentist and we're chilling out here on the beach. It is so hot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're trying to look kind of cute, but the sun is beaming, which is a blessing, but there's absolutely no shade. So welcome to the sunny side of Florida. We're just relaxing. We wanted to have a conversation while we just enjoyed our hot last day of summer. We got the kids in the water. Behind us is the ocean, or not behind us, that in front of us is the ocean, and the kids are having a ball. It's a cousin's day, auntie's day, and we're just kind of relaxing. So glad you could join us here on Facebook Live. The sun is in our faces, so if we squint and we can't see you, that's okay. Still say what's up. Please like and comment, and we always love for you to share. So, topic for today. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about with Melissa because she's such a brilliant woman. She has her career going for her. She's a new mom. Shout out to the baby who's in the ocean right now with her grandma, Michaela. And we just really like, no worries type vibe today. But I always want to keep it interesting and hear your opinion on various takes on our walks and journeys in life. So I wanted to ask you about the topic of friendships. And I wanted to know, and it was very juicy, because a lot of times, particularly among women, but I think among men too, you get to a phase in life where you have a lot of friends, especially when you're coming out into your early adulthood, or what you call friends. Like that's another thing that we got to define. Who is an actual friend? But you go through different phases where you start with a lot more in your social group from high school, and then if you went to college, into college, and you kind of stay with those people for a good little while before you start to discover who you are. And eventually, these friends kind of morph. Either they stick with you or they get, rotated off the bench on the floor and then back onto the bench. But there's a lot of different, I guess, feelings I think that can go into friendships. Do you think, Melissa, welcome.
Thank you.
Do you think that friendships can be lifelong? Like kids that you knew from middle, especially like with Facebook and how you still see what people are doing even though you haven't spoken to them in like 10, 15, some of y'all 20, 30 years, but you still see in people's lives. Do you feel like friendships should be lifelong, or is there such a thing as having a lifelong friendship?
I definitely think friendships can be lifelong. I don't think many are lifelong.
Okay.
And I think that it's important to kind of define what kind of friend you are, what kind of friend someone else is to you,
right?
And to know exactly what you guys, how you guys can support each other.
Right.
And I think that's what actually gives longevity to friendships, is having realistic expectations and knowing that person and allowing that person to be that person. If you do that, I think it takes the pressure off of the friendship. You don't have to be a yes man. You don't have to always necessarily agree with your friends or what they do,
right?
But still, find ways to sometimes love from afar. And that's what we have to do sometimes. And friendships will pick back up. There are ebbs and flows in all relationships that we have.
So I think that's a lot. You said a lot of great things. I think there's a lot of truth to it because friendships are, sometimes you can be really good friends with a person and never see them.
Yes.
And you pick up that phone and you talk to them, and it's like no time has passed. I have friends like that I may talk to twice a year.
Right.
But when we pick up the phone and we spend that 2-3 hours, 4 or 5 sometimes catching up, it's almost like no time has passed.
Right.
And even though there's a distance, they live in another state or whatever, the heart tie is still very close. And then you have people though that, like, for example, especially like say former co-workers, that you were friends when you were working together, but you wonder if you have enough to kind of keep the bring the baby to keep the friendship going. So I wonder, was it really friends? Do you think you were friends, or were you just kind of like work friends or work associates? Commenting.
No, I think if the relationship was healthy or the friendship was healthy, and you supported each other during a certain time, that was your season.
Yeah.
And half of the battle is having the wisdom to know when the season is over.
Yeah.
And being okay with that and allowing someone to be released and bless someone else.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're very selfish with our friends. We want to just keep them to ourselves and not allow them to grow into who they actually are.
Yeah.
And we stifle our friends sometimes because we keep them. If you're friends with someone from kindergarten and you remember them from kindergarten,
right,
they're not the same person after that.
Exactly.
And you have to allow people to grow sometimes and release them to bless other people.
Yeah.
So I think we could have been friends.
You guys gonna go straight up? straight up if you want.
There goes
Here goes the family. You're gonna see the family walking by. Are you gonna take a break, Reese? Yeah. Okay. See you, Aja. You want something to eat? You want a banana here? Okay, go ahead. When you come, if you want, you can get some. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is an actual family fun day. My aunt, my mom, nieces, nephews. We're actually cousins, but we call them nieces and nephews. And this pretty girl. Okay, this is her daughter. Came out in the water, fresh to death. First time at the beach. We have two little ones with us, and it's both of their first times at the beach. Michaela being one. Michaela looks like she had fun. Did we have fun?
Yeah.
Did we have fun? You want to tell? No? You don't know what's going on? Okay.
You got wrinkly toes?
Yeah. You want to? I was trying to protect her from the sun. Yeah, protect her from the sun.
Probably gonna take it off.
She don't like it. Nope. Okay. All right. We ain't gotta put that on. Thank you. Thanks, Michaela. No, you want my hat? You want my hat? Is my hair cute? Oh my gosh. You want my hat? Yeah? No? Okay, fine. So she changes her mind frequently. Thank you. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, baby. I love her. So as we were saying on this Facebook Live,
friends, Michaela?
Because Michaela is our friend, but we're talking about friendships and what friendships look like in adulthood. And I find my friendships changing a lot. And I agree with you. Sometimes the people who know you the longest kind of keep you in a box. Yeah. Like they remember you from way back when, and they like to kind of have you stay the person that you were. But 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, you're not that same person. It's like they can only remember you in one light and see you through one lens, but you're no longer that person. What do you feel about that? Do you feel like you should cut the friendship?
So just like anything else, it takes work. I think even being an adult, it's even harder. It takes a lot of work to maintain friendships.
Yeah.
And as you get busy with your career, your family, I think if it's worth it, you put in that work, you communicate with your friends. And like I said, I think the biggest thing sometimes is giving people space.
Right.
Being okay with saying, let's take a break for a second, and you come back when you're in a better space.
I think so too. And I've had a scenario where I've known somebody literally since like first grade, and then they do something and it really like, I wouldn't put it, I mean, you could say it offends you, but that's to put it lightly, like really hurts you. And then you lose the friendship and you think, were we really friends in the first place? Because I really love that person and care deeply about that person. And then like one thing can totally shatter the friendship and you can't get it back. I also want to talk about like, when do you know or how do you know as an adult that you've made friends? Because I find it like you have a lot of people that want to be your casual acquaintance, and then you have other people that really want to, like, off the rip, you can make a quick and deep, but very deep and significant connection to. How can you tell the difference as an adult?
Now that's hard. That is hard.
Yeah.
Making friends as an adult is very hard. Sometimes, like you said, it's not even how much time you've known a person, but I just think it's the way that you're able to support each other. Like, that's really what it boils down to. Friends that show up for stuff. That's one of the lessons I had to learn. Just show up.
Right.
Show up to things without any gain.
Without receiving something in return.
Right.
You're
Not
just
for
there for the person. Not for trying to be seen, not trying to get in your network, not trying to make money off of your friends as clients. I have friends that have done that. They want me to bring them clients.
Right.
Now, obviously, if you're my friend and I know somebody who could use your service, I'm going to bring you the person. But I don't like people who are friending me just so that I can introduce, other people to their network so they can have potential clients. I think that's really wrong.
Right.
So I think you're right. I think it's a very kind of thin line between, are we really, really friends like that? Especially if I met you after 30. Like, are you really my friend? Or am I just getting your representative? And I think that we're friends and you're cool, but I haven't known you long enough to really like build up the trust and say that we are really genuine friends. But I have one exception to that rule. I have a really good friend who I met like 3-4 years ago. And when people see us, they're always asking me like, how long have you guys been friends? Like, we look as if, when we're out to dinner, we look as if we've been friends for years. But I trust her. And I'm like, I don't feel like vulnerable. I feel vulnerable, but I don't feel like I shouldn't share with her because we actually, I don't feel guarded. I'm actually quite open with her. But there are other people who have known longer that I'm afraid to open up to. So are you guys still friends with your high school or college friends? Are you still buddy? Do you kind of expect to keep that relationship up? Are you kind of like, yo, I'm done with these people. I've loved knowing them. Uh-oh, she grabbed me.
My hair.
I love knowing them, but that season is over? And have you had friends where you kind of like went away, went to school, went away to military, just started a new job, didn't really like see them anymore? And then after a while, y'all come back and you guys are like friends again. Like that happens too. Like I haven't seen people in like a long time. And then all of a sudden, like, it's like no time has passed. So I'm just curious, have you had any fractures in your friendships or any breakups? It almost feels like a breakup.
Absolutely.
Like it's like you dated somebody and all of a sudden they broke your heart. Like that's how it feels. It felt to me anyway. I've had some deep ruptured friendships, even as of late. And even another girlfriends of mine have talked about like, yo, I thought this girl was my ace. And all of a sudden it turns out that, you know, one thing leads to another and we're not friends anymore. I find it very heartbreaking. Have you had, I don't know, what you call it, friendship heartbreak?
Yeah.
I've definitely experienced it, and it's hard to get over, especially ladies. I think men, they could try each other. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all could try each other and still be friends afterwards. Guys, I find, and in my
But I think they talk about stuff
yeah,
quicker and just kind of like to the point,
and they get over it. They get over it. They don't dwell. Women, we don't forget.
Right.
Women, you made a mistake back in '94. I remember in 2015 when we was doing this. We remember and we don't let go easy.
Right.
Women really, really like harbor. Even if she's smiling with you, I find that she still think. You remember when she lied to me? She has not forgiven you. Like I don't know. I guess I'm trying to find forgiveness for a lot of folk right now. Like I'm talking about genuine forgiveness where I can actually speak to them and talk to them and not feel offended. But it's very hard to get to that deep place. Have you ever had a friendship, lost it, forgave the person and came back?
I have. I absolutely have. One of my closest friends. And one thing that I've come to learn between friendships and even marriage. So
Right.
when you marry someone, you say forever, right? That's a big responsibility to be that thing for someone for the rest of your life. And that's what you expect of your friends.
Absolutely.
Without the ring, without the, anything else.
Yeah.
So one thing that I had to learn was that sometimes when things happen, it's not about you though. Like you don't know what that person was going through. You don't know what space they were in.
Absolutely.
You don't know really what the situation was.
Girl,
And sometimes if you can just stop and say, you know what, what's going on?
Right.
How are you?
Right.
Just that simple, how are you?
Right.
You would, actually uncover where
What's
someone
wrong.
is and what's going on and
Yeah.
why they did whatever.
Yeah,
So,
I find that very common. A lot of times I think we'd be surprised what is going on in another person's head.
Yeah.
Like we only see their outward behavior towards us and we think therefore it's directed towards us
Right.
and it really that we were the impetus. We were the stimulus that
Exactly.
caused that behavior. But so many people, they are having like almost like a parallel experience. They're in front of you talking with you, but inside their head, inside their self-talk, inside their psyche, there's a whole different conversation and feelings going on that really kind of precludes them from actually dealing with you directly and kind of helping you. Noriko's over here talking to strangers. My little cousin's over here talking to strangers. We're at the beach, guys. We're at Fort Lauderdale Beach. We got a little cousin, baby cousin over here who hears the beat, who's about to start dancing. Hi, Michaela. Are you gonna dance for us? Hey, 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 hey. I don't know if y'all can even see this. I'm not sure how much your camera's getting. But yeah, we have a baby cousin here. We have a couple in the water that we have to keep the eye on. So, but we're talking friendships, and I do think, like I've had the occasion where I've had women, especially in friend groups. Can you be friends with one person in a group and not be friends with the entire group? If y'all knew each other from the same group?
You know what? With respect, I think you can. But you gotta have respect, right? But one thing I would say, so I have a couple different circles of friends, very close friends. And in
Got water
each
in my mouth?
circle,
Am I good?
you're good.
Okay, just let me know.
In each circle,
Yeah.
you have individual relationships, right?
Right.
Even within the friend group. Thank you.
Right.
She likes to give you shoes. So the one thing that I love about one of my circles of friends, actually I would say they all do this. Even if, let's say, me and you are going through something.
Right. Meaning that we're not getting along right now?
Right. I don't affect the other relationships in that group.
That's very
They're
mature.
not going to be swayed by what's going on with us.
That's very
and
mature.
just jump on the bandwagon and kind of like
Push themselves
someone
away.
out. And for me, that makes you kind of stop and check yourself and think about, is this worth it, or is it, am I overreacting or
Right.
whatever. And
Right.
I think you're able to work through things a lot more when other people don't jump on and just kind of, you know, push someone else out.
Yeah.
So if you can still maintain your individual relationships and respect that, because everyone's going to support everyone in a different kind of way, it's okay sometimes to not be as close to everybody in the circle, but just to have that mutual respect.
I think that's
okay.
That's so like a mature way of handling it, because I think oftentimes people who are in friendship groups, they can suffer from groupthink.
Right.
So that if one person is mad with one person in the group, the entire group turns on that person, and that person becomes an outcast.
Right.
But then you have, like you said, there are other ways of approaching it where literally, even though me and you might not deal, the other 4 or 5 people in the group don't let that concern them. They're only concerned about their relationship with you and keeping that relationship however it was.
Right.
And on a good note, on a bad note, whatever. But then there's other people, I don't know, especially, I don't know, it can easily turn to groupthink though.
It can,
where people literally will shun one because one person, hey Michaela, has a problem with someone in the group. So everybody's like, oh, she did that to you? Oh no, it's over.
Right.
It's a very sticky situation. I think different friend groups handle it differently, depending on who they are.
But that's why I say don't surround yourself with yes men. That's the worst thing you can do. You need friends that are going to challenge you, that are going to call you out if you're wrong, you know, as opposed to just jumping on the bandwagon.
Exactly.
You need people that are going to offer a different perspective. Like, I'm a very black and white person, but a lot of my other friends are very gray.
Right.
They give me balance, you know? So when I'm just like, something is done, they're like, wait,
no, it's not
that
done.
simple, you know? So you got to have different personalities and accept those personalities.
Right.
That's what makes it, you know, a real friendship.
Yeah, so I think that says a lot. What's going on? She want a banana?
I don't know.
You want banana, baby?
I don't know what it is.
She eat this?
She can. Where's Marika?
Right there.
Oh,
We're having a Facebook Live.
This is so
We're on
real
TV
right now.
No.
It's so real.
This is my mom. No, we see her.
Yeah,
we see her. So she came to check in on the babies in the water. Hey, Pookie, you want a banana? All right. And my hair is okay? Hi guys, this is Really Me Beach Day for Lauderdale Beach. We got the people out here. The water is so beautiful. This is the last weekend before the kids go back to school. So we decided to make it a family day. Bring the little cousins out, little ones, the teenagers as well. What's going on with what's going on right here? Okay, really?
Yes.
Good?
Hold on.
Good. All right. Hey, get me right. What's going on right here? I don't know what's going on right here. I'm watching the kids while they swim, so I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah.
We got random adults talking to my little cousin, so. But she looks okay. You want to check on her? I think she's fine. But that's really intimate, right? You think she's trying to get her for the bucket? That's a really close talk for an adult to like stranger kids. All right, we're on the beach patrol, as you guys can see. I'm trying to keep my cousins in line. We're trying to make sure they don't talk to strangers, and we're trying to make sure everybody stays safe. But okay, the situation is now clear. I'm like, she was over there for the longest. Oh, I would love to read your comments, but I don't have my own.
No, ma'am, don't grab it. Just break it up.
So we're here talking about friendships and the type of friendships that you have, that you maintain for a long time, that you don't maintain for a long time. Are friendships supposed to be lifelong endeavors? Are you supposed to grow with the person? Now, have you been in a situation where you were friends with a person and nothing really like happened, but they just get on your nerves? No, has that ever happened? Am I the only one?
Wait, I'm trying. No. That happens. I'm trying to think of.
Like when a situation where you've been friends with a person and I'm telling you they don't do anything to you, but all of a sudden like they get on your nerves and you just can't take being around them anymore. Am I the only person?
No, sometimes
that happens
just
to me, bro.
People, no.
Like I'm not often, but there's a time or two where I'm literally like, I don't know why I don't like you, but I just don't like you anymore. Or at least I'm not you personally, but I don't like your company, and I can't really like fake it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be around you and to be fake, so I would rather just stop calling you. But you really haven't done anything to me. But I think maybe my personality has changed, or their personality has changed, or we've just grown apart.
Yeah.
Is that? Am I the only one? Are you?
No, I mean,
back me up.
That's definitely human nature for that to happen.
Yeah.
And I think just to acknowledge that and you move on. You know, you don't let it come to something or don't let anything happen, and that's okay.
I don't.
As I just think as you get older, between careers, marriage, children,
Right. It
things
changes
are gonna
people.
change. Yeah, things are going to change.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
either you work through it and you make it through,
Right.
or you don't.
Right. No, I
And
agree
that's
with
okay.
you. Noriko! Noriko!
It's going to be bananas.
Stay over here. Stay over here,
You have
baby.
the other kids over there?
No, there's
Where's the
no.
other little girl?
She went back up to the top.
Oh.
Stay over here, baby. All right, we're at the beach, live at Fort Lauderdale Beach. This is me and my cuz, Melissa. She's a dentist. Can you see her teeth? Keep us right. Well, we're just talking friendships. It's easy breezy. Leave your comments below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say when it comes to friendships, because I know a lot of times, especially as an adult, it's hard to know when a friendship is real. Now, has this ever happened to you where you thought you were friends with someone and then all of a sudden you asked them to come through or to be there for you, and then they're nowhere to be found, and it kind of like they disappeared? So almost like you rated the person to be your friend, but the person didn't rate you as their friend. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, absolutely.
That's embarrassing.
Yes, yes.
You almost feel like you were wrong, or you were like almost used, even though they didn't use you. But it's almost like if you were gonna go with like a romantic relationship comparison, it's almost like being with a guy or girl or whatever your preference. We ain't going there, but and thinking that they were really into you, and then they just break your heart and they're not that into you. Like, what do? Do you confront the person about that, or do you just say, "Man, I really underestimated what kind of friend this was"?
I definitely don't confront. The one thing I've learned is celebrate the things that are. Celebrate the people that show up. So, you know, you might be wanting this one friend to come and, you know, sulking over that and feeling the type of way when you had 5 other people show up for you.
Right.
You know, and it's like that. Those are the people that you need to be actually like nurturing those friendships.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's okay to feel a type of way, yes.
Right.
To me, it's like mental note.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you just, but again, they might not have been in a place to be able to, you know,
Be your
support
friend.
you.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Everyone is not, they can't always be there for
And
you
everybody
the way
can't
you
be
want.
exactly
In the way
what you want.
Right.
What be there as you expect them to be.
Right.
Everybody's in a different place mentally, maturity wise,
Right.
just what's going on in their lives.
Right.
So oftentimes you want them to be that go-to friend, and then all of a sudden you're like, where everybody's here but you, and that hurts, bro. That hurts. Now, have you had to kind of like distance yourself from someone, and I was gonna say, has the opposite ever been true? Michaela's enjoying her banana. Has the opposite ever been true, where you literally are like, you're that person that you see somebody wants to be friends with you, and in your mind you're like, we cannot be friends, we don't have enough in common, I don't really like you like that, but they're trying to be friends? How have you handled a situation like that?
Well, I don't know. It's a miracle I have friends. So I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be work though. Like in the sense, it shouldn't feel like you're trying so hard. Like you know, they text you just like with a guy. If someone texts you and you look at your phone like,
and you're like rolling your eyes, then that's not your friend. If you feel like that, maybe you should step away.
Because if you like someone, it could be, you know, whatever they text you and you're like, oh yeah, bet. You know, like it's who you're willing to go the extra mile for. So
yeah, exactly.
It's not always mutual. But sometimes, guess what? They might just be a let's go for drinks type of friend, and then you leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly. So not your intimate life detail friend, but more like, oh, every now and then, if you want to hang out, if you want to go have a drink, sure.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's a type of friendship. That's like that social friendship, and you need those. Everybody doesn't have to know your life story and the most intimate inner workings of your day-to-day life to be your friend. I do believe that. And then there are women that I really do enjoy. I like them, but they don't know all of the details of my life, and I still do consider them my friends. Just because I like their spirit, and at one point we probably had a good friendship, but right now they're doing their life, they're doing their marriage or their family or their career, or they moved, but I still enjoy their company when I'm around them. Like I'll call them when I'm in, you know, ATL or New York or DC, but we don't share a day-to-day conversation. I think that's a very important friendship that people have. Like distance of friendliness is important. You need all those. You need your intimate, like secret tellers, but you got to keep those small. Like I find that people try to make too many people their intimate friends, and it's like that's too much. Like it's too much information for the person to handle who really did not earn the trust to be able to handle it. But you like them or you hit it off. And initially, back in the day, I used to be like, oh, we're friends, blah, 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 and just like vomit out all kinds of, not vomit, sorry guys, but dish out all kinds of details of my life. But I realized those people are probably, you're not sure if they'll remain friends. So how long, if you're trying to test somebody out for intimate friendships, hey, Michaela is with us. This is a beach day. Fort Lauderdale Beach with the family, trying to keep one eye on the camera, one eye on the kids. It's that kind of summer. Last weekend before the kids get back to school, wanted to just do something fun. We're in Fort Lauderdale. Shout out to all of you watching here on Facebook, and please leave a comment. But how long do you test a friend out before you send or give them any personal information?
For me, it's a while because I'm not a very just like friendly.
What is a while to you?
Depending on the setting. In general, I would say for sure over a year.
Oh wow.
Because you go through different things in a year. You might go through death. You might go through a marriage. You might go through parties. You might go through a change of job. Like you go through a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But for me, the exception was when I went into the military.
Right.
High stress situation. Didn't feel like I fit in. A lot of pressure. You know, whatever.
Right.
And I connected with someone almost immediately. Me and her were just like connected
Fast
like that.
friends.
And it's because we shared that experience together.
Wow.
So she could support me in a way that none of my other friends could because they weren't in the military. And they didn't understand, anything I was going through.
Yeah.
So sometimes even the situations will make you be able to
I think situational, situational friendships are real.
Yeah.
So maybe you just started a job and y'all know that, you're the only two women, or you're the only two women of color, or you're only two of this certain age group, or you're the only two whatever, or you just happen to be on the same team and you hit it off, and you're like, this is a new job, new experience. So you become friends, and I think people do bond around that.
Right.
But I've had situations where I work with people and I've never talked to them after I left the job.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, were we really friends? Or I know we were friends, but it's not like I have anything more in common per se right now that I would want to share, so that they're intimately like in my life still. So I shout out to people I used to work with. I really like y'all, but it's not a. You want to take the baby?
Yeah.
All right, we're getting some relief. Come, booby. They say grandma. Right here. Which one? The camera back is here. You want this?
Yeah.
Here, put it over. She wants it? Okay. All right, so again, we are just hanging out. It's Suzette Speaks. I love you guys. I am just chilling at the beach with my cousin here, Melissa. We decided to make it a family day, and we're talking friendships as we were being interrupted by actual family and everything else that's going on. But why not? We're on Facebook Live. We're just kicking it. We'd love to hear what you have to say about your friendships. Please leave a comment. Now, I'm on the beach. I really don't have a tablet, so I can't read your comments right now, but I promise I will definitely respond afterwards. Once I see what you guys have to say about friendships and how your friendships have developed over time, how they've changed, who is still your friends, can you have lifelong friends? So let me ask you, I hear this saying all the time, because I guess, would you consider yourself still a newlywed? Not really, sort of?
I think so.
How long have you been married?
Going on 4 years.
4 years, and she still considers it a newlywed. Yay!
If you're going for the long run, then
yes. If you're going, it's definitely kind of short. So, do you consider your husband your best friend?
No.
That's what people always say. And my husband and my best friend. My husband and my best friend. I'd be looking at them like, like not in like I'm mad and hating, but I just feel like, how true can that be? I feel like women have a different bond, or friendship bonds are different than maybe a romantic or a marriage bond.
Absolutely.
How do you define him as a friend?
So he's definitely a very close friend. He knows certain things that no one else would know about me.
Right.
You go through highs and lows together, and you experience life together. Obviously, we have a child together. So that's a bond that he has for himself that no one else has with me.
Right.
However, when it comes to my confidant, people I turn to, that's not your husband, because sometimes you need help about your marriage or about your children. So for me, no, I have so many, thankfully, I'm blessed with so many close cousins, friends, women that I can turn to, that I consider friends. That no, my husband is not my best friend, but he definitely has, of course, a unique role,
place as a
and he's
friend.
not in competition with anyone as far as friendships, but it's just a different kind of friendship. It's not the same, not for me.
I think that's really important, because I think a lot of people want their man or their wife, husband or wife, to be, or life partner, to be their best friend and to operate as a friend. But I think it puts a lot of pressure on the relationship. Now, there are people who claim that their husband is their best friend, and I'm not knocking that. I don't know that I would be able to maintain that type of dynamic because, like you, I would probably like a third party to talk about what we have going on in a marriage when I get there. Hallelujah. But it's kind of like he can't do all the things I think I need a friend or would want an intimate friend to be and to like help me develop in ways that maybe he can't. But there is something to be said about he is on a deep level your friend. He is in fact your friend. He might not be your best friend in your situation. But comment below. I'd love to hear if other people consider their spouse, life partner, whoever, their best friend. Because I hear this all the time that he's my best friend, we're my best friend. I'm like, shut up. You can't be best friends with somebody you're married to. I don't know. Can you?
Well, for me, it's about maintaining individuality as well. And
I know the married people gonna get on me, so get on me.
Okay.
Let me know.
I had friends before him, though. I met him in college. So I've had friends that I've literally known since babysitter days.
Right.
Since kindergarten.
Right.
And they know me in a whole different light. We share the same culture.
Exactly.
We share certain experiences.
Right.
So it's different. If your husband is your best friend, that's cool.
Shout out to you. If your husband is your best friend, leave a comment. But I'm like, hey, I would like to learn what that dynamic is and what makes you call him or her your best friend. What is it about that relationship that now on top of life partner becomes best friend? Best now. Those that say best, not friend, not good friend, not intimate friend. But if you call that spouse a best friend, I'd love to understand what you mean by that. When it comes to friendships, are there like, I don't know, I think, do you consider like your mother and your, like you talked about siblings and cousins, I think sometimes those people are like your first friends. But you have people out here who are best friends with their moms. I've never experienced that. My parents have more of a distant relationship with me. We love each other. Like it's hands down. We're there. We have each other's back. But our friendship. I don't know if I'm friends with my parents. Would you consider yourself friends with your parents or your other loved ones?
I think that's based on how we were raised. We wouldn't use the word friend.
Right. No.
But of course, you confide with your mom.
Right.
Sometimes your mom is the only one who knows when you're going through something or whatever.
Shout out to moms. Yeah.
So again, it's a different type of relationship. But there's no need for me to call my mom like my best friend or something like that. That's my mom. That encompasses everything.
Exactly.
That's my mom.
My mom put friend in that. Everything. Exactly.
So it's like, yes, she has a very special place. But I still wouldn't say like that's my friend. Like not like that.
No, not like that for sure.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest lesson you've learned? Like she has a lot of friends. Let me tell you, when we went to her wedding, I looked on the stage. I was like, dang, am I going to be able to have that many bridesmaids? How many bridesmaids you had? 12 bridesmaids. I'm like, dang, that's a good, nice size wedding party. And then all of them had to have some like real significance to you for you to include them. So what is your secret? I guess I always think Melissa got a lot of good friends, and for a long time you've always had. I feel like I keep my on one hand, maybe two, but you had 12 bridesmaids. How do you sustain that many friendships? I have people that say, especially among women, that more than 10 of y'all in the group is like too much. But y'all have and all of those women are friends with each other. And they know each other and they love each other. So it's not even just with you. They're also friends with each other. What keeps you guys on the up and up as friends, like without hurting each other's feelings or being really misunderstood? Because I feel like that's where a lot of friendships go awry. Somebody's behaviors or words, more like the intention behind that is misconstrued or misinterpreted, and then people really get a feel of like, gosh, did they really even love me, or did they really even care about me? They weren't my friend. But you're on the opposite end. How do you keep your friendship so like voluminous? Excuse me. Is it voluminous? But how do you?
I'm telling you, it's a miracle. It's the grace of God. People, thankfully, I have patience to become my friend because I'm not very friendly. But
with all those friends,
to be
you're
a
not
good
friendly.
friend. No, but I'm telling you, know me. I'm not social.
Yeah, you're not social butterfly. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna sit in the corner and like, what's up?
Yeah.
But your question to me says it all. We go through all of that.
Right.
We hurt each other.
Right.
There are times I'm closer with one than the other or whatever. One thing I will share that we actually did recently.
Yeah.
You heard of the 5 love languages, right?
Yeah, the 5 love languages.
That can be applied everywhere, in the workplace, in friendships, in marriage, in everything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we actually went through, and everyone said
as a group
what their love language
Y'all
is.
deep?
What
I love
they wanted. Oh, you gotta have friends to elevate you.
Yeah.
But what is your love language? How do you want to receive receive love and how do you give love? Because that's where a lot of us mess up.
Yeah.
You want someone to be something that they're not, and they keep
And
failing.
how they express love is not how you
different.
want them to
Exactly.
express love.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of marriages get mashed up over that.
It's the
A
same
lot
thing.
of marriages get broken because how you want love expressed to you is not
Right.
how your partner gives or is used to giving love. So not that they're necessarily withholding how you would want love, but they don't know how, and that's not how maybe they receive it. So what was your love language?
So for me, my love language is quality time. It's quality time. That's it. Like sitting
That's
on the
it?
beach with my cousin right here.
Aww.
That's it. Because those are memories. And one thing
Yeah.
I learned, like when I was away in the military, I missed so many important moments with people that I love, and that's
Right.
what hurt me the most.
Wow.
And when I got out, I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm
Right.
gonna show up. I'm gonna be there.
Right.
Like something like just going to the beach on Saturday morning
And just
like
burning
but,
up in
like,
the
we
sun
can't
with your
ever-
cousin.
But we can't ever recreate this.
No,
you
no,
know?
this is life.
So
This
just
is life,
things
yeah.
like that. For me, it's quality time. And we all actually surprised each other. What we thought someone
their
would
love
say,
language?
it
It
was
wasn't?
different.
Wow.
And that's when you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I
Yeah,
got you now.
mine is
you know?
definitely, I like words of affirmation.
Okay.
My
I
man,
can see
my
that.
man gotta tell me, boo, I love your hair.
I can see
Boo, your makeup is popping. I love it. Your skin look good. Like I need that. I need definitely within a relationship. Words of affirmation are important to me. I think I did it. I can't remember what my other one. You only had one?
what was it? What was my second one? I don't remember. But my quality time for me was like
Way
for
ahead.
sure. Yeah, it was way.
Now,
definitely
were
the
you
majority
you
was.
said you guys had misinterpreted or not understood or thought the other person's love language was different?
Yeah, so for certain people, I would have guessed something else, and when they actually said, and this is where it comes in, where you have longevity in friendships.
Right.
Maybe they're at some point in their life it was something else,
Right.
and now they've grown, they've evolved, they've gone through certain things, and
Right.
they are looking for something else. And that's where I think it's just like anything else. Like it takes time. You have to give people room to grow, room
Exactly,
to change. And
exactly.
that's something we've gone through though, and it's
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
With some of us becoming mothers, I think that's
Right.
been like
Switch up the dynamic.
a major,
Totally.
you
Because
know,
now your concentration is within your home. It's not external anymore. So a lot of times I do believe, like I allow my married friends more space than I allow my single friends.
Yeah.
Because for me, I know my married friends got husbands and families now. They can't just jump on the phone. They just can't they have to catch me on their drive time. They have to be, the car ride home is the best time to call married people.
Yeah.
Because when they get home, they put on a different hat. And it becomes about the needs of everyone else and not yours or theirs. So I give my married friends a lot more slack. I literally have a three-way text. I don't know how many times me and two of my good friends from like middle school days, we're still friends, but just to find a lunch date, the amount of times, because kids require, they
Put
have
on the
practices,
calendar.
they have this, they have that. We had up to this weekend, tomorrow we're supposed to go meet, and one of them is like, I'm so sorry, I have to leave town with so-and-so, I'm sorry guys, you guys still want to get together? And I'm like, of course, just send us more dates. But I still love her. I don't look at her and be like, she has no time for me, she won't even try to, make time for us, and we're not really friends. No, it's not like that at all. I just know that she has a lot more commitments, and I have to allow her that space to kind of be all things to all those people within her life. So shout out to the mothers that are trying to remain friends with single people, because there are a lot of married people that don't like to keep single friends. Now, we friends. I know I'm your cousin, but do you subscribe to that?
Still going, right?
We still on?
Yeah.
We popping?
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure.
We popping. How long it's been? I don't want to stay overstay.
An hour or something.
Okay, let's just wrap up soon. Do you, as a married woman, keep single friends?
I do.
Lots
So,
of them.
Interestingly, I
Yeah.
would say marriage to me didn't change much, right?
Mhm.
Having a baby changed everything.
Right.
And what I realized when I became a mom was it's so easy to lose yourself,
Right,
And that
right.
happened in the beginning. It was so easy for me to just only be engulfed in my child, only be engulfed in everything, and that's
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
But you still got to have your individuality. And
Right.
what's happened recently is
Yeah.
I've actually drawn closer. In a way, I've drawn to my other friends that are parents, because of course they're going through a similar thing.
Yeah.
But my single friends, I've drawn closer to them because they help me maintain my individuality.
Ah.
And when they do stuff, I'm like, look, do
Yeah.
whatever you want to do. Enjoy that. Do it
Yeah.
to the fullest,
Right.
And it's like, if you want to do whatever, like, yes,
Yeah.
I want to be there. I still want to be able to enjoy those things, even
Right.
though yes, I'm a wife, even though yes, I'm a mom. 'Cause
Right.
it's so easy to lose yourself.
Absolutely.
So I think the balance. I mean, no one's better than anyone else. Like the balance is very necessary. And you know, it's like they give me that fun that I'm still looking for. They give me that, you know, on the drop of that,
Spontaneity,
exactly, just like
that
let's do this.
sexiness. You see your
So,
single friends, you want
right.
to, hey,
You might
get
pay
your
for
hair
it later,
did. You
but
can't do it
it's
like you
okay.
used to.
No.
You can't stay up like
No.
you used to and go out
The
like you used
baby
to.
will still wake up at 7 a.m.
However, it allows
it's
you to
okay.
kind of reconnect with that individual side. I love
Yeah.
that. I love friends that reflect something that I want to be. Those friends who are encouraging me to be on the next level, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy those women in my life, and I want to make more friends like that. I don't like to look back and kind of like only have memories with people. If all you have is memories with people, the friendship will not stay strong. You have to develop new memories. You have to create new ways of connecting. If y'all only connected over a similar experience, that's it. Like, once that experience is over, like you left the military, either you find something else with that military buddy to be friends over, or like new places that you commonalities that you connect with.
Right.
But if not,
that's
you're done, and then you can't be mad at it. She can't be mad about it, but it is what it is. So I'm really, really thankful that I have learned a lot through my friendships, even the ones that have hurt with letting them go, and ones that didn't survive that I thought would. I have become much more accepting of that. I feel like some of it is God's doing, which would be like a slap in the face to be like, let that go. And sometimes you don't think that friend should be let go. You want to be with that friend. You want to like maintain what y'all had at one point. But sometimes it's a different season, and you have to be able to let it go, and you can't like dwell on the fact that you and that particular person are not friends anymore. I think you gotta kind of like let it breathe. But please leave your comments, guys. I know we've been on here a while, so we're gonna shut
It
down.
didn't feel like that long.
No, it didn't. My beautiful cousin, come see if you can take us out here. Suzette Speaks. Check me out. New ebook coming soon. Chase the Real You. Thank you for joining me and Melissa at the beach. Love you guys. All right, like and share. All right, we'll talk to you soon.